What's going on? Y'all know what the business is. We back. It's your boy CJ Goodfella with the Boxing Clinic and more. And ain't no reward for these duckers out here, man. None whatsoever. There's no rewards for them, man. And people probably gonna be like, I told you guys, Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter, they gonna fight Errol. They gonna fight. They was forced, man. They being forced to fight Errol. Errol told us that early on this year. Say, I've been assured that I get the winner of Shawn Porter, Danny Garcia. He told him. You know? But it's a shame that we have to force grown-ass men to in this boxing game, they have to be forced to fight the best. They have to be forced to fight this guy. We went over it again and again with the Shawn Porter and Kenny Porter interview after the Granados fight. Over and over again. You know, Shawn Porter says, I ain't coming back till I fight Keith Thurman. And the only other guy in the division I want to fight is Danny Garcia. That's what he said. The only other guy I want to fight in the division, other than Keith Thurman, for the WBC is Danny Garcia. I don't want to fight Errol. He said it. Oh, I want the IBF. But you want the IBF if Kell Brook would have beat Errol, you wanted that rematch before that, saying that he was babysitting the belt. We went over that interview the other night. Ain't no reward, you know. And even if they beat Errol, man, I'm still not fucking with him, man. Because there's no reason why you have to force grown men to take fights to fight the best. The best must fight the best. Instead of dudes semi-retiring, people talking about Keith Thurman retired. Remember, Danny Garcia retired for the rest of the year. He couldn't even get over the fact that he lost to Keith Thurman. He couldn't get over it. Imagine if he lose to Shawn Porter. Or if he lose to Errol Spence, he gonna retire. When the love of boxing is gone, when the authentic love for boxing is gone, and when you paper chasing, you tend not to want to fight the best. You tend not to want to prove that you're the best. But the point here is, I'm not rewarding these suckers. You know, I'm not taking the boycott or streaming thing down. I'm not rewarding these suckers because they being forced to fight. They came out and said, oh, I'd have fought Errol last year. I'd have fight him. Ain't no problem with fighting him right now. Let's get it popping. Shawn Porter fought Berto. Then he fought Errol. I'd have been cool with it. Danny Garcia retired the whole year. Had to fight Errol. I'd have been cool with it. Fought him this year. I'd have been cool with it. But Lamont Peterson had to step up and fight Errol and drop his regular WA belt. He shouldn't have to did that. So people gonna say, oh, I told you they was gonna fight him, and woo, 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 and you see the way Shawn did Danny or Danny did Shawn, woo, woo, I told you. And at the end of the day, should they get kudos for being forced to fight Errol? Hell no. It wasn't their decision. If it was up to them, they'd probably go sign with Eddie rather than walk the plank. If it was up to them, they wouldn't fight Errol. You heard Danny say, I'm not even looking to fight Terrence neither. You know, Terrence is a good fighter. Woo woo. You talking all this shit, but you don't want to fight Terrence neither. You know, coward mindset. You know, how can you support people like that? You know, how can you support, even if they do come out on top versus Errol, they didn't want to fight. They didn't believe in themselves they could beat the guy. I'm talking about it's about money. It just ain't about money. Errol gonna bring money to the table. It ain't like you fighting a guy that's going to be like, oh, you only gonna get $500,000 for fighting him. You know? Could Shawn Porter, you know, drop his belt and go move up and fight Kell Brook? Yeah, he could. He easily could. You know, and go chase Kell Brook, and Kell Brook would oblige him and fight him. He would. Kell Brook would drop what he doing right now, unless it was Amir Khan. He'd do it. But the shit is comical though, man. And I know you're gonna have them class of fans or them portion of fans that's gonna try to jump and say, I told you he'd fight. At the end of the day, he was forced. Do you really get kudos for being forced to do something you don't want to do? And by you not wanting to fight the man, in my opinion, that's just lack of self-belief. You don't believe you can beat him. They didn't start talking about this man until this fight was signed. Danny Garcia was mum all last year. Errol was calling him out. Fans are just quick to forget. He was calling him out all last year. And until the Brian Jennings Dog Bowl card they did, Dog Bowl fought Jesse McDonald, whatever you say his name. You know, then he came out and said, yeah, I want to fight Errol. And then after I fight Errol, there's nothing else to do at 54. Fuck you mean? I mean, ain't nothing else to do at 47 but to move to 50. What you mean Terrence Crawford out there? Why you don't want to fight Terrence Crawford? See, these dudes don't want to fight the best, man. They don't. You don't. You know? That's just a fact. You know? Now they know they got to fight Errol. Now they speaking his name, trying to sign Macho Man. They trying to sound like they savages. They trying to act like they want the heat. But where was this heat last year? You got motherfuckers retiring. Keith Thurman retired. Fought 2 times. And if he don't fight this year, he fought 2 times in 3 years, all right? Danny Garcia took all last year off to hold the division up again. Shawn Porter did all them bum bashes last year. And struggled with Granados. You think he gonna whoop Errol? He can't even get Granados out there? He know what's gonna happen. That same face he got right now when that contract come right there on his face right there. When that contract come, it's time to sign to fight Errol, that's the type of face he gonna have. You know? And it's a shame, though. You got to force these grown men. And Al been so good to these dudes, man. Paying them way above market value. Showtime, putting their bum bashes on. Putting the Rios, the soccer fight on. Putting all these terrible fights on. And they got to come in and basically force you to do them a favor and fight Errol. And probably going to get them a retirement package with it, though. But it's a shame, though. It's the day we live in. You know, acceptable duckers, man. Y'all gonna accept these duckers. Y'all gonna like them or not, man. But they still duckers in my book. Forced or no force. Well, no, if they forced, hell yeah. If they did it by will, cool. But y'all know what the business is. If y'all want to stream this fight instead of watching it on Showtime, you want to boycott with us while streaming this fight, click the boycott link in the description to the Facebook group. We'll be streaming the fight September 8th, the entire card. God willing. Much blessings go out to all the brothers that's donating through the Super Chat and the PayPal link as well. Share, subscribe, retweet these videos, whatever y'all want to do. But get the word out. TBC and more. We gone.